The next thing I want to talk about is game management. As I've said before, jokingly, you have to be careful how you say that because if you say it quickly, game management can mean something else, but game management. So when I look at a lot of halves, not just in juniors, but NRL level too, a lot of them just play that set. Okay. So I think if you look at Lachlan Galvin play at the moment, he very much plays that set in isolation. Game management thinks about four, five, six, seven sets in advance and clumps them together. So, for example, a try in a tight game is often the results of three, four, or five sets of pressure rather than one amazing play. And the half is the person that quite often is tasked with steering that team around, so they have to control the mindsets of players and the team. So, what I'm trying to say here is there is a cumulative impact quite often in games of rugby league. And if you play a high pressure, high tempo game of football where you turn the opposition around quite a lot and you are encouraging them to get passive or to make passive tackles because of the way you attack, you can be very, very patient for up to an hour in an 80-minute game or up to 30 minutes, 40 minutes in a shorter game. And then the points will come at the end. If you've got a very talented team, the points will come constantly. Okay. So game management is essential. Penrith are one of the most successful teams ever because they're obsessed with completion. Okay. And they're obsessed with just completing sets, staying in the grind, and then eventually the points come. Many of you are in finals or coaching in grand finals this coming week. And the big thing I want to say to you is it's all in the head. One thing about the final system, if it's a fair final system, everything tends to work out in the end. So if you're about the third best team in the competition, you will probably end up finishing third. If you've coached well and you're a better coach than your contemporaries, your team might get to second or first. If you're a poor coach, your team might be fourth or fifth. But the finals tend to find the best team. Okay. It exacerbates the variance exacerbates somewhat in juniors because sometimes juniors get very nervous, and that's why winning a grand final, it's all in the head. So I'll go to a situation I heard something about last week. A coach was worried going into a next finals game that they'd played 30 minutes of golden point the week before and they were going to be tired. And this definitely applies for grand finals, this theory too. But ahead of the semi-final, I said to the coach, don't even mention the fact that they could be tired. Because he said, do you think I should bring ice baths? Do you think I should do this? Do massage guns? I went, no. If you've not done it all year, don't do it now. Because then you'll be putting it in their head that they are tired. What you need to do is transform your message. So say you're having a light training week because you want to save the energy. Because I believe in what you've got and what you can do ahead of this game. Because at the end of the season, if you're still coaching heavily or trying to elicit outcomes from your players, what have you done for the previous 50 weeks or 40 weeks or 30 weeks? Okay. So winning a grand final is all in the head. Some of you will be coaching against bigger sides. Some of you will be coaching against smaller sides. Either way, you need to focus high on completion. Most big games are lost by errors rather than won by special play, except in juniors where if there's one or two big or talented players, they tend to run roughshod over other players. If you're playing a big side, move them around. and don't move them around just by trying to shift the ball. Move them around gradually and with precision. I actually mention this when I talk about how to beat the Canterbury Bulldogs. And I am now on a weekly segment